When you renovate any room, the flooring will most likely be the anchor of it. It will decide the color of the walls, the color of the cabinetry, and other details. The Tuesday Design Tip is sponsored by Anne Marie Design Studio, where Anne Marie takes us through Boardwalk hardwood floors and shows us all the different types of flooring available. So come along on a tour with us.
So today we are at Boardwalk Hardwood Floors' brand new showroom. It's in the Mid-County location, kind of near 170 and Olive, and it's a beautiful space to see tile and hardwood, engineered woods, all kinds of cool flooring materials. And it's a showroom that is open by appointment only to come in with your design professional, and it's a really cool place to just make your dream come true.
Because here, dreams come in different stains, finishes, and patterns.
I feel like the floor in your home becomes your first palette of color. So what tone that goes, what texture, is there a pattern in the floor? Maybe you could do a herringbone hardwood floor or a really wide plank hardwood floor. Is there texture? Do we want knots? Is there character? I always think about too, who's using this space? What's it going to look like once everything's on the floor again? That's how I help decide what the best color or texture is to choose for the floor.
Hence why using a designer is key to mapping out the perfect floor plan.
So I think what's an important thing to think about is when you're working with a designer, we really look at the flooring as the foundation to come up with how the whole design looks in the finished product. So we have the floor, the foundation, the cabinetry that come up from there. Do we want to contrast that with a maybe dark or a medium tone wood stain, and then a light paint color or a warm paint color on the cabinetry? Then maybe contrast it back again with a warm countertop color, bring in a beautiful tile for some glam or some texture, and then just we'll light the whole space up. So we think about the floor as the foundation and bring everything up from there.
The options are endless. But where do you even begin when it comes to shopping for the perfect hardwood?
So I think a lot of people have misconceptions about if you should get a solid hardwood floor or an engineered hardwood floor. They're both wood, they're both hardwoods. The engineered floor is a really thin layer of hardwood at the very top. The difference between a hardwood versus the engineered, the hardwood you can usually sand over multiple times and get a different tone. You don't do that for maybe 20 years after you have the home, maybe 10 years if you're just dying for a new color. Engineered, it's harder to get an additional sanded coat. If you're getting an engineered floor, you're usually getting a very wide plank. Typically, that's when I'm usually selecting that product for it. Sometimes it's a thinner material than the solid hardwood is as well, but don't be afraid of one or the other. Just choose the one you like. Another thing that's really cool about engineered hardwood floors is that some of them are refinishable. So it depends on how thick that top wear layer is. But the cool part about engineered hardwood floor is it's a real layer of wood at the top, and then there's wood underneath of it, but it's plywood, so it comes in different directions. That way it doesn't expand and contract.
No matter which route you choose to go, there's a way to pick the perfect floor for your needs.
A lot of people come in and they want to choose the hardwood that will never have any destruction to it at all. Like, what is impervious to getting damaged? That's not really a thing. In a natural wood, you have to just know it's a natural product from the earth. The thing to get is the best kind of product that has good grain, good texture, good movement within the grain, the sheen level. So instead of getting something really polished and shiny, get a matte finish. And that will hide anything. It's fantastic to not worry about those minor nicks that you could maybe get with kids rollerblading through your house. I'm not saying that happened in my own, but it did.
One thing's for certain, Boardwalk Hardwood Floors has the dream team to make this process a walk in the park.
So when I'm working in a client's home, sometimes they already have a great hardwood floor in their house, and we just want to get a new color. So we will work with Boardwalk Hardwood Floors and our flooring installer, and he will site finish it. So he will sand off the whole thing, we'll lace in the hardwood, maybe it's hickory wood or an oak or something, and they can help us get the product we need. They lace it in, we resand it and finish it on site, and it looks beautiful. We can change the sheen that way. Or you come here and choose any of these amazing wood products that are here. They're all pre-finished. They come in different sheens, different textures, different widths, different wood species. There's a million choices, and this is the best place to choose them. This showroom is just absolutely beautiful. So whenever we get our appointment scheduled and set up with Anne Marie Design Studio, we will schedule a time to come here and just view everything inside the showroom together.
In West County, Chelsea Haynes, Studio STL. As you can see, it is a dreamy showroom, and this Tuesday design tip is that Boardwalk Flooring is a great resource for quality hardwood floors. If you're in the market for a bathroom or kitchen remodel, the Anne Marie Design Studio is the perfect place for you. If you're interested in maybe renovating your home the rest of this summer, you can go ahead and visit Anne Marie Design Studio or online, or you can call to make an appointment. Don't go anywhere. St. Louis will be right back with a lot more Studio STL in just a couple of minutes.